Hi friends, you are watching Joel John J YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to look at uh, full moon day. And for this I have taken the super blue moon. uh, Look at this, and if you look at this, it's not appearing blue, right? Only the surrounding sky is appearing blue. This is because this event of blue happens rarely. And today I am recording this video on 30th of August. And this is expected to be on 30 happen on 30th of August from 8:30 p.m. IST, still 31st morning. So you can have this view if you are watching this video as an immediate viewer. You can go to the sky upstairs and look at the sky and search for the moon and Saturn. Okay, I will explain why it is, and we are going to get into the explanation now. And this kind of an event happens once in 2.7 years. So this is a very rare event. And in this event, the sky is not appearing blue, right? Then hence, why it's called as blue moon? Answer is on the video itself. And also, do we have a red moon like a blue moon, and really does a blue moon appears in the sky? For all those we have the answer, and also we have lots of interesting facts about moon in this video. So if you're watching after 30 or 31st of August, watch the video full. If not, you can pause and go to the sky and check for this beautiful moon. It will be much brighter, and it will also look bigger than on normal days. That's the specialty of this day. So now getting into that, super blue moon this month, the full moon on from August 30th. Oh, sorry, I mentioned it as 31st here, but from 30th itself it's there. 8:37 IST is a blue moon, expected to be still 31st of August 2023. And because it is nearer Earth, it's nearer, that the moon is nearer to the Earth in its orbit, which astronomers called as perigee. Perigee is an astronomic term when the moon comes close to the Earth on its orbit. It is also a supermoon combining. So this is a full moon which is coming close to the Earth, perigee, which is a supermoon. So this is combining these two. You have the blue moon term. As this is happening rare, a super blue moon is going to happen on August 30th, 2023. People can witness this celestial. Celestial means something which happens on the sky, and also in philosophy terms or religious terms, it's called as something happening on the heaven, sky event. At what time supermoons will be visible? All witnesses this amazing event in the sky at 8:37 p.m. on 30th August 2023 onwards till 31st of early morning Indian Standard Timing. According to calculation, the last time we had a super blue moon was in December 2009. The next time it will be in 9 years, in August 2032. Important point is that this time it is a full moon and a blue moon nearby Saturn. So that's why I asked you to check for Saturn as well. Saturn, you can find it with a ring, firing ball, firing around that. That's the dust which rolls around the Saturn or the gaseous mass. On August 30th and 31st, 2023, a blue moon will light up the sky. It is the third of the fourth supermoons in the row and will be the closest, biggest full moon in 2023. It may not look bigger to the eyes, but it will sure look brighter. The supermoon is a celestial sky event that combines two interesting lunar phenomena, the supermoon and the blue moon. Now, in this video, you can see what causes a supermoon. A supermoon or perigee occurs when the full moon appears to the closest point of its orbit around the Earth. So the distance between the Earth and Earth and the moon on August 31st, 2023 is, this is the moon, this is our natural satellite. Our natural satellite is moon. And the distance is going to be approximately 357,344 kilometers. So this is the perigee. So this is the closest point. So it will look brighter and bigger. So micromoon already happened on 16th, but you won't be able to see that moon. Okay, but it exists in reality. This occurs during the apogee phase. Apogee is the shortest, longest distance between the moon and the Earth. So that will be approximately about 4,04,042 kilometers or 4,06,725 kilometers. And perigee is something like 3,56,355 kilometers or 3,70,390 9 kilometers. So these are the approximate calculations. So supermoon, what are the special moon? This is a micro moon and this is supermoon. Supermoon will be 14 times bigger and 30 times brighter than a micro moon. But what makes the super blue moon on 2023 so special is that it's going to take place on the day during which the Saturn will be at the closest distance to the Earth and appears just a few degrees away from the moon in the sky. So nearby the moon, the Saturn will be there, and also it's on the closest to the Earth. So we can also see the Saturn very clearly. I told you, right, there will be a ring-like appearance around the Saturn planet. So you can easily find that. You shouldn't confuse it with the Jupiter. The brightest planet, Venus. So if Venus is not there, Jupiter will be so bright. So that will be the second brightest planet. So now moon also will be brighter because it's so close. But first, to understand what is a supermoon isn't essential to unpack these two terms individually and then bring them together. We call it a supermoon when the full moon appears large and brighter. This is because the moon orbits the Earth on a slightly oval shape, that is elliptical orbit, or called as trajectory. Hence, we have a point at which the moon or a satellite is nearest to the Earth. It is called as perigee. The furthest point is called as apogee. The phase once in a blue moon denotes a rare event. So, why it's called as a blue moon? Why we are calling this day a blue moon day is this is a rare event. So normally they use the phase once it happens once in a blue moon to denote a rare event. This rare event happens once in 2.7 years. So this is a rare event. So we call it as a blue moon. As this saying draws inspiration among infrequency of blue moons. Contrarily to its name, a blue moon doesn't mean the moon turns blue. Instead, the term blue moon has historically been used to describe unusual lunar events. The most common definition of blue moon is the second full moon in a calendar month with two full moons. Typically, each month has only one full moon, but given that moon cycles is about 29.5 days, there's a small window for a second one to quiz into the single calendar month. This hence happens approximately once in 2.7 years. There's also a lesser known, older definition of the blue moon. It is the third full moon in a season that has 4 full moons. Traditionally, each season between solstices is the point in the Earth orbit where the sun appears to be as its furthest or closest point from the equator, resulting in the longest and the shortest days of the year. The solstice occurs around June 21st, summer solstice, and December 21st, winter solstice. The equinox, one of the 2 times in the year around 20th March and 22nd September, when the sun is above the emergent line around the center of the Earth equator and the day and night are equal length, has 3 full moons, one for each month. But on rare occasion, a season will contain 4 full moons, and the third of those is dubbed a blue moon. So when they call this as a blue moon is, there is a season which is calculated between the longest day in the year, which occurs around June 21st, and another one is on summer, and on December 21st on winter. At this time, the sun is at the furthest, and then the next one is sun is at the closest, and also equinox. So there are in between these 2 periods, there will be 3 full moon days on a normal times, but sometimes there will be 4. Or when 4 happens, the third one will be called as a blue moon again. So already we have 1 blue moon. When it happens, there are 2 full moons on a calendar month, and this one within a year between the longest day and the shortest day, if there are there will be normally 4 full moons, but if there are 4, there will normally 3 full moons, and if there are 4, the third one it will be dubbed as a blue moon. So combining these 2 phenomena will be a super blue moon. So that's what is happening now. Okay. So combining the above phenomena, a super blue moon happens when the second full moon of a month, and the third of the four full moon seasons coincides with the moon's closest approach to the Earth perigee. The result is the moon that not only larger and brighter than usual, but also has the added distinction of being a blue moon. This occurrence is very rare than either a supermoon or a blue moon on either moon. To the naked eyes, a super blue moon will primarily be noticeable for its size and brightness. Remember, it won't actually look blue. Then, when a moon looks blue, is there a day when a moon can look blue or red? The actual color of the moon can be affected by the atmospheric condition of Earth. For instance, after volcanic eruption or significant wildfires, the moon can sometimes take a bluish or even reddish hue due to particles in the atmosphere. However, this coloring is not directly related to the term blue moon. The super blue moon in 2023 will rise on August 30th, and its full phase will occur on 3:37 p.m. IST Indian Standard Time. So the night of August 30th to 31 is when the moon will be at its closest to the Earth. According to NASA, the moon will be about 3,57,000 kilometers or about 2,22,000 miles away. That's 27,000 kilometers or about 17,000 miles closer to Earth than average. Excuse. It's a blue moon because it's the second full moon on August 2023. In the moon at August 30, you will notice a bright speck of light close to it. It's not a star, but a ringed planet. What is a ringed planet? That's certain. What is a ring around? It's a chain of dust or gaseous particle which rotates around the Saturn. Okay, on August 30, also mark the day of the conjunction of the moon and Saturn. The two celestial sky bodies will be just a few degrees apart as seen in the sky. What even more remarkable is that Saturn will be around its positioning around the super blue moon. The term position is astronomy is used to describe the position of celestial sky bodies when it's directly opposite to the sun in the sky as viewed from the earth. So when viewed from the sky, it is directly opposite to the sun. So this is the sun, this is the earth, this is the planet from which you are viewing. So it's on the directly opposite direction from the sun. In other words, the earth is located directly between the celestial body, Saturn in this case, and on the earth. So the earth is directly in between the planet, celestial body, that is Saturn, and the sun. The term is often used in reference to the outer planets in our solar system, especially when discussing their visibility from our planet. When it comes to Saturn or any outer planet, reaching its position means that it is at its closest approach to Earth for the year, making it an ideal time for observation. At position, Saturn rises in the east as the sun sets in the west, and it sets in the west as sun rises in the east. This means the planet is visible in the sky for the entire night. Because Saturn is opposite to the sun, from our perspective and relatively close to the earth, and at its time, it reflects sunlight directly back, making it brighter than other times of the year. The rings of the Saturn is tailed favorably can add to its brilliance. Not only is Saturn brighter, but its close up proximity makes it appear larger in the eyepiece, allowing for a clear detail of its rings, possibly some of its moons as well. That is, what are the moons of Saturn? Any planet, if it has a natural, satellite, that will be called as a moon. Okay, so like that, Saturn also has some moons. So those also can be seen. Don't confuse Jupiter with Saturn, as they both are well up in the sky after midnight. Jupiter rises a few hours after Saturn, and in absence of the Venus, it is the brightest speck of light in the sky. So if Venus is there, that will be the brightest speck of the light. If Venus is not there, Jupiter will be the brightest speck of the light. And how to identify Saturn more is, it will have a ring around it. So on this night, on the nights of August 30th and 31st, Go up the sky and see, and also watch this video again and again to get more information. It will be noticeable distance from the super blue moon. What is a blue moon and when is the next one? On August 30th to 31st, 2003, a blue moon will shine brightly in the night sky. It is a monthly full moon and the second moon in August. And no, it will not turn blue. The full moon pecking through branches, blue and froggy background. A blue moon is very rarely blue. This is also a super full moon, called as a super blue moon as it appears rare. What is a blue moon? There are two different definitions for a blue moon. A seasonal blue moon is the third full moon of an astronomical section that it has four full moons. Astronomical section is from the longest day to the shortest day. Okay. A monthly blue moon is the second full moon in the calendar year with two full moons. Catch the super blue moon in August. See the super blue moon on August 31st and 2023 or 30th, 2023. Also during the month, a super sturgeon moon on August 1st and a micro moon on August 13th. August 16th, the micro moon, it won't be mostly appearing. Sturgeon moon on August 1st. What is a sturgeon moon? This year's second super moon to occur on August 1st. So this blue moon time, the second super moon which appears is called as August 1st. That's called as sturgeon moon. Super moons and micro moons. So this is defined by the perigee and the apogee. Apogee is the furthest distance, so it's very long. So you won't be able to see it clearly. And super moon is something which is the closest, which is at the perigee position. So here it explains. So the distance is about 3,56,500 kilometers, closest distance to the air. Furthest distance 4,06,700 kilometers approximately. These are moon monthly elliptical orbits around the sun. A micro new moon in the middle. Inevitably between two full moons there will be a new moon. And in this month the moon reaches this primary phase on August 16th. This new moon was a micro new moon, meaning that the new moon occurred near its furthest point from the earth, known as apogee. We cannot see a new moon as this phase is invisible for two reasons. The side of the moon facing the earth isn't light up. So when we see, we cannot see because the side of the moon facing the earth will not be light up because of its direction from the sun. Moon, any natural satellite doesn't have its light on its own. Moon doesn't have light. It just reflects the light emitted by the sun. So when it's not facing when the side of the moon facing the earth, it's not light up, you won't be able to see the moon because it would be dark. It won't have any light. Getting lost in its glare. Its own confidence that the new moon between two super full moons is a micro moon. The moon takes around 2 weeks to go from perigee to apogee. So how long it takes? 2 weeks to go from perigee to apogee. This is roughly but not exactly the same time it takes the moon to go from full to new. Okay. Overall, the perigee and apogee cycle lasts around 27.55 days. This is called as anomalistic month. The full new moon cycle is about 29.53 days. The name of this is called as synodic month. All about the special moon. When is the next blue moon? The next monthly blue moon will be on this already happening 30th and 31st 2023. The next seasonal full moon will take place at August 17th or 20th of 2024. Since both of them happened in August, they are traditionally called sturgeon moon. So they both are happening on August, so we are calling it as sturgeon moon. How rare is a blue moon? For a monthly blue moon to take place, a full moon must occur at the beginning of the month. This is because the time between two successive full moons is approximately 29 days, just short of most months in the Gregorian calendar. Seasonal blue moons takes place slightly less frequently than monthly blue moons. In the year 1100 years between 1550 to 2650, there are 408 season blue moons and 456 monthly blue moons. This means that either type of the blue moon occurs roughly every 2 or 3 years. When the color of moon is blue, the blue moons that are blue are incredibly rare and have nothing to do with the calendar or the moon phase, but are insisted as a result of atmospheric condition, volcanic action, volcanic ashes and smokes, water droplets in the air, and certain types of clouds can be contributing to a full moon taking a blue shade on rare occasion. So how the blue shade on the moon is appearing is because of the volcanic smokes or the heavy forest fire smokes or the droplets in the air containing in the clouds. Those makes a shade of the blue. And sometimes this may also occur as red. So the moon can sometimes look red also. So how it happens? Here we have the sunrays falling on the earth. Similarly, the shadow of the earth is falling there. Atmospheric scatters the blue light. Red light faces through the falls into the moon. So this red light falls. So from where this shadow and the earth also emits its light towards the earth also gets the light from the sun and it repeats a shadow on the moon along with the smoke and others that creates a red shade. So that's how the moon appears red or blue. Double blue moon. Because of this, February, which has 28 days, is a common year and 29 days in a leap year, can never have a monthly full moon at all, which is called a black moon. So what's a black moon? Because of February, which has 28 days in a common year and 29 days on a leap year, can never have a monthly blue moon. Some years, February has no full moon at all. In some years, there is no full moon in the total month of February. So that phenomenon is described called as black moon. So it doesn't look black, but as it doesn't have a moon, it's on the whole month. That phenomenon is called as black moon. A February with no full moon happens when January and March have blue moons each. So when January and March, the month preceding and after February has two blue moons, then the coming February won't have a moon, and that will be called as a black moon. And this is known as double blue moon. This phenomenon is rather uncommon and takes place only about 2 to 5 times in a century. So this double moon, blue moon, and black moon phenomena is also a rare one which takes only 3 or 5 times in a century. That means in 100 years, it happens only 2, 3, or 5 times. We saw double moon on 2018 in most times zones, and we'll see again after 19 years in 2037 in many time zones. Okay, so some astronomical terms and definition. Seasons and monthly blue moons together. Seasonal and monthly blue moons can also sometimes occur in the same year. Between 1550 and 2650, 20 years have one seasonal and one monthly blue moon in many time zones. The last time this happened was in 1934, and the next time will be in 2048. In the same period, 21 years have triple moons. So one season and two monthly blue moons in the same calendar, and the next in 2143, that's 2143, while the last time was in 1961. Two seasonal moons in a year is an impossibility, as that would require 41 full moons in the same year. So that's how we come to the end of this section. So friends, subscribe to Joel John J YouTube channel and press the thumbs up icon below this video and share your valuable comments, and also press the share icon and share this video on all your social medias like WhatsApp groups, friends, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. And continue your support. It's time to say bye and say Joel John G signing off from you. Bye.